Hey everybody, this is Baby Hacker. Thought I'd just do a quick video on how to jailbreak iOS 6 on A4 devices and lower. That's the iPhone 4 and the iPod Touch 4th gen, and basically anything else below running 5.1.1. This is redsn0w 0.9.15 beta 1. It was just released earlier this evening, so I'm not actually going to jailbreak a device because the only device I have right now I'm kind of using. But I am using jailbroken iOS 6 on my iPod Touch 4G, so it works 100%. The latest version of redsn0w installs Cydia, which previously in 0.9.14 beta 4 or whatever, you had to SSH to install Cydia, and that was a pain in the butt. Because to get a working Cydia, you needed other firmware. So with this, you don't need it. It automatically installs Cydia, jailbreak and installs Cydia. So what you're gonna do is either you can come in here and specify your IPSW, SH blobs. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. You've got a whole bunch of extras that are still there. Just boot, keep in mind that that's under extras. You will need that if your iPod or iPhone ever dies or powers down for any reason, as this is a tethered jailbreak. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to plug in your iPod or iPhone into the computer and then turn it off. Yeah, you're going to turn your device off. Okay? This is going to run you through, it's going to tell you that you're going to plug it in and then turn it off. It says if it is not off, plug the device into the computer first, then hold down the power button until slide power off appears, and then slide to power off. Okay, so you only click next when you are plugged in and then powered down. Don't try it otherwise it's a little more difficult. You can do it straight without powering down, but you know, they ask that you power it down. So what you're going to do first is it's going to run you through, but you're going to hold the power button for 3 seconds, then the power button and the home button for 10 seconds, and you're going to let that count down. 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to let go of the power button and hold just the home button for about 15 seconds. On my computer, it takes about 8 seconds for my computer to register DFU mode. Some other computers it takes longer, others it takes less time. So when it detects your iPod, if you successfully put it in DFU mode, you should get a black screen. It should not boot up. It should be unresponsive to holding the power button, and it should be unresponsive to holding the power button. It shouldn't boot up because it's already booted up in DFU mode. redsn0w will then automatically run the jailbreak process. It'll upload the kernel, your iPod will pop up on the screen with a whole bunch of white text. Let it do its thing. Eventually redsn0w will get to the point where it says, hey, the rest of the process is done, or this redsn0w is done, and the rest of the process will take place on your device. Let it take place on your device. Your device will reboot and it will tell you, congratulations, yada yada yada, you're now running jailbroken tethered iOS 6 jailbreak. The Cydia is successfully installed. If you select it, by the way, you have to make sure that the box is checked to successfully, or to install Cydia, to jailbreak and install. Okay, so when that is done, you're going to get kicked out, and it's going to bring you to the just boot. You have to do this, otherwise it will not work. Previously, it would have been confusing, because it would have installed SSH and yada yada yada, and you wouldn't have known. You have to click just boot, and then do this. Click next when your device is both off and plugged in, or if it's stuck in a reboot loop. This will happen if you let your iPod boot tethered without running the tether from redsn0w. If you don't boot tether using redsn0w, it's going to be in a reboot loop, which is not good. So basically, you're just going to boot tethered when you're done, and it'll count you down. It's the same process for DFU mode, yada yada yada. Okay, and then it'll upload the kernel, all that. Basically, it'll look like it's re-jailbreaking your iPod, but it's really not. You'll get the pineapple boot logo, and then your iPod or iPhone will turn on like normal, and you'll have a working Cydia app. Just open that up for the first time, let it run. Make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi. It is highly recommended Wi-Fi. Open up Cydia. If it says low memory settings or ignore or later, hit later. Ignore the message. Do not click settings. Let it do its thing. It'll respring your device. When it's done respringing, open Cydia back up. It'll load up and you'll have user, developer, and you'll have a few options to pick. Pick user if that's you, hit done, and then let it reload the sources. So basically that's about it, redsn0w. Just remember, every time, for any reason, if your device powers down, you'll have to open redsn0w, extras, just boot, and boot tethered. So hopefully this helps. I'll try to put a download link for redsn0w in the description below. But otherwise, subscribe, likes, shares, whatever, and I'll keep posting more. So again, this is Baby Hacker, and have a good night.